everyone and welcome back to my channel العربية مع كل لينجوا. It's me Haya. Today in this video I will not teach you something new but I want to advise you. So مرحبا يا أصدقائي وأهلا وسهلا بكم في صفحة العربية مع كل لينجوا معي أنا هيا. So before we start the topic of this video, do not forget, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe, follow. Also you can subscribe our podcast where you can enjoy listening to different topics in Arabic, Levantine dialect and modern standard Arabic, and you can of course follow our Instagram page. Now, in this video, I will not teach you something new, but I want to advise my student or to clarify, to make something clear for all those people who wanted to learn Arabic, but they didn't know from where they can start. Now, if you just wanted to start to learn Arabic, and you don't know from which point you want to start, here I am. In this video, I will tell you from where you can start, and I will let you know the difference between the modern standard Arabic and the Levantine dialect and other maybe dialects. So let us start. Now, since I'm teaching Arabic since maybe more than 8 years, in every trial lesson, some of the students who wanted to learn Arabic, they don't know and they don't have any idea about Arabic, the language itself. So I always tell them that we have the modern standard Arabic and we have the Levantine dialect. And we have, of course, for every region, there is a specific dialect. For example, people who lives in Gulfs, we have the Gulfs dialect. We also have the dialects of the people who are living in North African countries like Libya, Tunis, Aljazair, Maghreb, and of course people who live in the Levant region, we have the Levantine dialect. Now, of course, the reasons to learn Arabic, it's different. Some students learn Arabic because they are working with an Arabic country, with an Arabic company. Some of them, they are living in the Gulf country, like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, etc. And some of them, they have an Arabic roots. And of course, I have some students who are learning the language because they like learning languages. So, first of all, is modern standard Arabic completely different than the dialect? Let us answer this question. And of course, here I'm comparing between modern standard Arabic and Levantine dialect. The modern standard Arabic, it's the spoken, let's say the written language, the written Arabic that we can find it in all books. So it's a formal language. It's the language of books. Also, it's the language of the news. So if you are watching any Arabic channel, the news, any, let's say, formal programs, political programs, maybe economical, they are using the modern standard Arabic. Now, when it comes to daily life conversations, we as a native speaker between among or between ourselves, we don't use the modern standard Arabic as a language, of conversation, of communication between each other. Of course, the modern standard Arabic also, in some countries, it's the education language, it's the language of education in most of the universities in the Arabic region, I can say. And of course, here I'm speaking about the Levant region specifically. And I guess also in Gulfs, it's the same. Maybe in Tunisia, Algeria, maybe I'm not sure, they are using the French language as it is the language of education in the schools and in the universities. So this is how we use the modern standard Arabic. Now, if someone comes and speak with us in modern standard Arabic, of course we understand, most of us understand the modern standard Arabic, but there's a specific roles that can play. There are specific reasons that can play a role, and the understanding of the person, and if this Arabic person that you are speaking to can answer you back in modern standard Arabic or not, which is maybe the educational background, maybe if this person really likes literature, reading books a lot, so he can answer you back using the modern standard Arabic. But I have to say, we are not used to speak in modern standard Arabic, okay? And of course, like, I don't want to underestimate these things, but sometimes, even if we try to speak in modern standard Arabic, you know, like, we, or let's say among youth, they are saying, okay, we are not in a historical movie, why you are speaking in modern standard Arabic? Because we used to see also modern standard Arabic in the historical movies and series, okay? So this is also this part. Again, in this video, I really want to share my personal, my also like opinion, like in a very honest way. So like, this is what we have to know about modern standard Arabic. We don't speak it among each other. Not every person can speak with you using it. We understand it, of course, like most of us, but we are not getting used to use this language in daily life. Okay, so if your purpose, if you want to learn Arabic for an academic reasons, you know, you are studying like Arabic department maybe, or you are studying journalism, international relation, and you wanted to be able to read and write and understand and use the books, of course, I support you. I advise you to learn the modern standard Arabic. And if your aim is more to communicate with people, I want to communicate with people, I want just like to talk with people, but I don't know which Arabic, which dialect I have to choose, then here it will be my answer from my point of view. If you want to communicate more with people, so you are not using this language for an academic purposes, then I advise you to choose to pick one of these dialects. Now, if you are working, let's say in the Gulf country or like the Levant regions, of course, I would advise you, okay, learn the dialect of the language that you are living in or you are working with. Now, of course, like, this is my opinion. I always said that to my student, that I find the Levantine dialect, it's very close to the modern standard Arabic. It's really clear, it's very close to the modern standard Arabic, and there is something related to the to the Levantine dialect, because nowadays we all know, like, the cinema, the movie, the series in our region was really, like, how to say, popular, like a lot in Lebanon and Syria, in the term of our region. Let's say recently, not in the past, because in the past we know, like the Egyptian movies, series, like, they were really famous till now. That's why people in the Arabic countries, they can understand Egyptian because it's the language of movies and series, okay? And let's say recently, the Syrian and the Lebanese series and movies, they are very popular in our region. That's why people in other countries, in other Arabic countries, they understand it. I can say they understand it. And I have experienced this personally when I was traveling to some countries in like in North Africa, and they were speaking with me using specific terms, and it was very clear the influence of these series that they were watching from the Syrian drama and the Lebanese drama. So if you want to communicate with the people, then pick a dialect. I recommend you to choose the Levantine dialect. It's very clear dialect, and if you are working in like a specific country, like in Morocco, okay, you can learn the Darija then, because you will deal with the people who are living there. So this is my recommendation. If you also like have an Arabic roots and you want to connect with your roots, of course, choose the dialect of your parents. It's very important, you know. But as I said, really, like modern standard Arabic, then after that I feel like Levantine dialect, it's very close to it, with all respects to all dialects, I have to say. And the differences, like in next video, in other videos, I will show you the differences between specific words in the region, so you really can have an idea about what kind of differences we have. Is really like there is a big differences or not? So you will see this later on with the real examples, so this is my opinion. Now, of course, like, there is another question, because some student asked me, I just want to speak, I don't, is there a need to learn the letters? Now, me, as a language learner, not as a teacher now. Of course, like all the language skills, they are matter. All of them, they are important, like reading, writing, speaking, and listening. That's why the healthier way to start learning the language, to learn it with all of its skills, because they are like a one unit, you know. So it's very important to learn reading and writing in Arabic. Then after that you can start learning some let's say like most used sentences, expressions, how to say thank you, basic stuff. Then after that specific grammar. Then after that you can switch to learning speaking, you know. But I don't find it a healthy way to start, let us speak without knowing basic things. Again, this is my opinion as a language learner, and this is my opinion. Again, I'm not making something like a general fact, no, but I wanted to share my opinion with you. Of course, I have some students who wanted to learn the dialect. Okay, I don't need to know the letters. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. I don't mind this. But there will be some topics related to grammar. It will be like really very difficult or not that easy to explain because we don't see the letters themselves. So in this way, what else I wanted to say? Yeah, the main difference, this is also like important, 2 points I wanted to say, is like when we want to learn the letters, of course we are learning the letters and reading and writing through the modern standard Arabic because it is the basic. It's really like the basic. So when I start teaching my student reading and writing, we just like start using a book that is teach modern standard Arabic. So we are learning the letters through them before switching to the dialect itself. The main like let's say difference you know, like between modern standard Arabic and Levantine dialect, I feel like the grammar is easier in Levantine dialect in comparing to modern standard Arabic. Also, like there are some pronouns, we use them only if we are talking with a specific like female groups like antunna, hunna. But in Levantine dialect, in Palestinian Jordanian dialect, like sometimes we really don't use them, or we don't use them like in a strict way, let's say in this way. And in modern standard Arabic we use a lot of harakat at the end of every word or in the word, you know, while in dialect I feel like we don't use the harakat, the dhamma, these short vowels, you know, a lot. So that's also like another difference I can say. So here is my opinion to clarify what is the modern standard Arabic and what is the dialect, kind of. I hope that you find this video useful for you. And if you have any question, always feel free to ask me in the comments below. And let me know from which country, what is your name, from which country you are following us, and what you would like to learn more about Arabic. Let me know in the comments below. So I will see you soon inshallah في فيديو جديد. If you would like to support the wonderful project of Arabic with Kultulingue, you can support us by buying us a cup of coffee. The link is in the description. See you soon. إلى اللقاء.